contrary to what MAGA or this administration would have you believe, everything in the world is going badly for Donald Trump. I mean, think about it this way. It was only a couple months ago, right, that Donald Trump decided to pause his tariffs for 90 days as he worked out trade deals because, as the administration told us, over 200 countries are blowing up our phones saying they want to make deals. And you folks do realize that that deadline is now 2 weeks away, and there are literally zero trade deals worked out. None finalized, nothing. So he has failed in his trade war. His recent birthday parade, the administration that was expecting millions of people said that we had maybe 250,000. And you know, if they're saying 250,000, it was probably about a quarter of that. There were empty seats. Nobody cared. The squeaky little tank rolling down the street is what people remember. So, trade war failed. Birthday parade failed. What about his budget bill? Oh, he raged this week about getting it passed. I've already planned my victory tour. I got to travel the country and boast about this thing. And y'all haven't even passed it. So he's failed on that. And then, of course, this week, possibly one of the biggest humiliations ever, he launched a missile strike against Iran to take out their nuclear facilities. And according to his own government, we technically missed. I mean, we hit the facilities, but we didn't actually destroy anything that Iran would need to make nuclear weapons. So, yeah, that counts as a miss. But Trump, this is the straw that broke the camel's back, right? This is the failure he cannot tolerate. So after those reports were, of course, leaked to the press where it said, yeah, nothing was obliterated as Trump had claimed. Nothing was destroyed as Trump had claimed. We didn't do it. We maybe set him back a couple of months, but probably not. After that came out, Trump lost it. This was the last failure that he was able to tolerate. So he spent the night, Tuesday night going into Wednesday, raging uncontrollably like the mentally ill lunatic that he is. This is just a couple of the posts, by the way. One of them was, fake news CNN together with the failing New York Times have teamed up in an attempt to demean one of the most successful military strikes in history. First of all, not even close to being one of the most successful military strikes in history. And how dare you even claim that? Not because it's not true, because it's not true, but because that is demeaning to every single soldier in this country, every single person that has ever served in the military, that has actually fought in a war. And you're saying this is one of the oh my God, if you were in the military and you support this guy, there is something wrong with you at this point. Trump said in another one, the nuclear sites in Iran are completely destroyed. Both the Times and CNN are getting slammed by the public. First of all, no, they're not. That literally just didn't happen. Nobody other than Donald Trump's MAGA cult members were slamming CNN and the New York Times. Nobody said the report was false other than you guys. Like, he's just making stuff up because he lives in an alternative reality. That is a mental illness, folks. That is how this should be framed. And what's happening, as I predicted would happen, by the way, is that the more failures this man has, the more things work against him. The birthday parade, no trade deals, no budget bill, no successful strikes on Iran. Every time one of those happens, he descends deeper and deeper into madness. And he gets crazier. And he gets more desperate. The taco. Trump always chickens out. Those taunts are in his brain and it's pissing him off. But because he has no healthy outlets, he never learned how to control his emotions. He went through his life mostly never being told no. And when he was told no, he simply didn't listen. This is what happens. You end up with a man who is completely and totally off his rocker, who probably should be in a mental institution, who may also be suffering from neurological diseases such as dementia. This is what happens. And it is increasingly dangerous for the United States of America. And potentially the rest of the world as well. Thanks for watching, everybody, and if you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. We got fresh content every day for you. And if you want to follow us across social media, make sure you check out all of the social links that we have posted in the description of this video.